On Crimewatch tonight, a special on youth.
Hi, welcome to Crimewatch. I'm DSP Julius Lim. By this time, schools would have closed for the holidays and many youths would find that they have more time on their hands. As the saying goes, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Spend more time in communicating with your young ones and guide them along to ensure that they are involved in sufficient activities during their holidays. There are many factors that can push youths to crime. Some simply turn to crime, brazenly thinking that they will never be caught, but they eventually will be and end up spending their youth in prison. Another common factor that pushes youth to crime is the temptation of short-term gains like easy money. This is coupled with the fact that unlicensed moneylenders have no qualms in exploiting the gullible and ignorant youths to help them run their loan sharking activities. Peer pressure, or simply mixing around with the wrong company, can also lead one to crime. Our first story shows how, if one is involved in a gang, his life can be messed up, or worse, end tragically in a fight.
Hey TC, how are you, man? Hey Larry, hey, happy birthday. Thanks.
It all started at a simple birthday party. Larry had booked a chalet to celebrate his 18th birthday with a small group of friends.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I introduced to my friend.
One of them was 14-year-old Lam, a student. Although Lam wasn't a member of a gang, he mixed around with friends who were.
Hey, this is my friend Gerald.
Gerald was a 15-year-old student and he was a member of a gang. It would be both boys' connections with gangs that would spark off a deadly confrontation.
Hey, Lam, who's that? Your girlfriend? Yeah, Judy.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. Enjoy yourselves. Hey, you're two small boys, man. Not drink too much. Sure, no.
More. Okay, cheers.
But as in any party with alcohol, the boys drank. And soon both Lam and his girlfriend had one too much to drink.
Toilet lah.
Hey you, don't touch my girl! Hey, why you touch my girl? Hey, what? She was about to fall. I was only just helping. Helping her? I saw you touch her, man. You think because she's drunk you can touch my girl, is it? What's your problem? I was only just helping, what? Hey, you're drunk, okay? Oi, you think you can touch my girl and just walk away like this, ah? You die, I show you, I have a gang.
Furious and drunk, Lam called his friend who was a gang member. His name was Pong Tak.
You molested Judy.
Her boy molested Judy?
Okay, no problem. Tomorrow I can't settle for you. Count on me, bro. Don't worry. Dare to molest my girlfriend, you die.
It was a simple misunderstanding, which could have ended there and then with an apology. But instead, because of the boys' connections with gangs, the situation escalated. The next day, Pong Tak arrived at the chalet and met up with Lam.
You know I touched my friend's girl, right?
It was just an accident.
Small boys like you shouldn't be touching girls. What time are you going home? We settle outside. Later. Bro, let's go, man. I need some girl. Let's go.
Gerald wasn't going to take the humiliation. He wanted to look gung-ho and thought he could, as he believed that his gang would be behind him and would get even for him. He called up fellow gang member, 18-year-old James. Things would only go downhill from here on.
Someone here looking for trouble. I think you want to whack me. Hey, can you get the gang to come down and teach me a lesson or not?
James was the gang's coordinator and spokesman. He was more than happy to be able to be in the limelight, never mind if it was for the wrong and most brainless reason.
Who is this someone? Don't think you can just come and hunt down our gang member.
It's that Thai boy, ah.
Pong Tak, let me talk to the Thai boy.
Hey, Thai boy, my friend want to talk to you.
Yes, what's your problem?
Hey, you dare to bully my friend, is it?
Hey, no point talking on the phone lah. Want to talk, come on talk, face to face.
Sad. 1 hour time, outside Burger King.
Sad, 1 hour. Take your phone back. Your friend looking for trouble.
Anticipating a confrontation, Gerald quickly called other gang members. 18-year-old Sammy, an NSF man, was one of the first he called. Soon, all were dragged in.
Hey, just let you know, James meeting that Thai boy. Oh, Pong Tak. Burger King, 8:30. To settle some stuff.
Trouble is it? Tell James I'll be there.
Hey, you see what I see? My face center is it? You want to come take a closer look or not?
He's the Raisin boy. Let's go.
Raisin's reputation as a troublemaker was well known to many, and to those who knew, it was wiser to simply walk away from such provocations.
Hey, Raisin, forget it. You want to see some real action tonight or not? Of course. You know I like. At home, no school, no work. We're just waiting for NS. What's the problem? If it's for brothers, I sure want.
By 8:30 p.m. that night, Gerald's phone calls had rounded up more of the other gang members. They had heard of the impending talks and had showed up to render support. The incident between Lam and Gerald had escalated out of proportion. It even attracted the attention of another gang.
What you and your gang doing here? I heard from one of my brother that you got problem with that Thai boy. You also a share?
No problem. We are same family.
Although the talks did not involve Atong and his gang, it was believed that Atong had previous issues with Pong Tak and wanted to get in.
And you don't like him also? Don't like his stupid face. I think he's some kind of hero. Where's the boy? Call him out so we can slap his face together.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, so you are the Thai boy that shot my friend.
Yeah. He said he wanted to teach me a lesson. Let's see what you can do now.
Hey, your friend molested my friend's girlfriend. You still there talk?
Yeah, what you want to do? I'm the chief talker in the gang.
Hey, James.
Talk.
Hey, let me settle it. Hey, you. Let's go to the car park.
You sure?
Hey, James. Don't think you're the only one that can talk. I also can talk. Come on, let's go. Lam, you stay.
Hey, are you sure, bro?
Sure. If this Jerry molested your girlfriend, he should apologize. I will make sure you apologize. No need to fight.
The two boys, Lam and Gerald, who started the whole affair, watched as the gang members walked away. The group, which now included Atong and his gang, went to the open car park nearby. The movement of such a large group of boys to the car park attracted the attention of a bystander.
Hello, police. There are about 20 to 30 mainly Chinese males looking like as if they're going to have a fight. I'm not sure if they're armed. Maybe you can send your men to check.
Just as the call was put through to the police, the fight broke out. Someone made the first move and struck Pong Tak from behind with a heavy object. The sudden and bloody attack left Pong Tak with deep cuts and bone fractures. His wrist was almost entirely severed.
Run!
By the time the police arrived, only Pong Tak was left at the scene of crime. He was rushed to hospital, where fortunately, surgeons managed to rejoin the amputated wrist. Police swiftly rounded up all the suspects within 48 hours of the incident. And one by one, all told the story, and more names of persons involved were revealed.
We were supposed to just beat him out. Our gang didn't use the knife. It was the other gang member.
What other gang members?
The Atong and his friend. They were the one who started everything.
Who are his friends?
I don't know who his friends are, but I saw Atong today. He was the one who slashed the Thai boy. It was Atong and his gang.
It was fortunate that no life was lost in this incident. However, in a fight of such a nature, serious injuries or even death is not uncommon.
Young people seek identity and independence. Those who break the law and commit crimes go about achieving it in the wrong way. They identify with those like them and influence each other negatively. In a group, they might feel emboldened and do things that they would not usually do alone. Being impulsive, desiring thrill, not having good values, and wanting to make their own decisions, these young people tend to cross the line and break the law.
Many gang members and associates live with the mistaken belief that arrested members would maintain their code of ethics, but this is never the case. Soon after arrest, the suspects would not only reveal details of the crime, but they will also divulge the identities of other members involved. On the surface, these youngsters would appear strong and brazen in a group, but they will break down when they are confronted. The penalty for rioting and unlawful assembly is very serious. Offenders could be jailed up to 7 years. It is foolish to be part of a gang. Gang loyalty always ends when the law catches up with you. Young offenders will not be treated lightly simply because of their age. Gang behavior will be dealt with firmly. If you suspect someone is involved in a gang or know someone who would like to get out of a gang, you can call the police hotline to provide information or to seek assistance. Alternatively, you can approach any family service center or youth social agency or call their hotlines to seek help. You can also visit the website of the National Committee on Youth Guidance and Rehabilitation for more information.
After the break, an 18-year-old loan shark runner caught.
harassment is one ploy that loan sharks use to collect exorbitant interest and debts from the debtors. These criminals do not hesitate to exploit youths to carry out their criminal activities. In need of quick money, many of these youths are prepared to risk their lives, ignore the consequences of their actions, and turn to these loan sharks for quick money. Singaporeans are now more wary of these loan sharks. The good news is that many residents no longer make it so easy for loan shark runners to escape the long arm of the law. Our next story is about how one brazen young loan shark runner was finally caught by the public and sent behind bars.
18-year-old Jack had dropped out of school. He needed money and wanted it fast. He had heard about the loan shark business through ads on the internet and wanted to know if it was as easy as it sounds. He called a friend, Xiao Long, whom he knew was already a loan shark runner, to find out more.
Hey, Jake. Like that also scared. How to be a runner? Sure about the job, not?
Sure.
Okay, steady.
Xiao Long boasted about how easy it was to be a loan shark runner and how easy it was to make money, a lot of money. Jack was very tempted.
I'll show you how to do. Owe money, pay your money.
As Jack watched Xiao Long, he knew that it was wrong, but he also believed he could get away with it, as he was young and would easily outrun anyone. The idea that he would never be caught and the big payout were enough to tempt him.
You in or not? Huh?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, steady. I SMS you the details.
It wasn't long before Jack received addresses and names from Xiao Long of the debtors he was to harass. Armed with paint and markers, Jack went on his first harassment. He started out apprehensive, nervous, and at times frightened. When he wasn't caught, he felt lucky and believed he could do more.
Bro, what's up? Hey, I just got confirmation from my boss. 300, huh? Okay.
Wow. So much money.
Jack kept his work from his family and his friends. It was a secret he had to hide and keep from those around him. He was not motivated to find a decent job. However, as the days wore on, he did not receive any more calls from Xiao Long. Rather than wait, he started calling Xiao Long, but there was no response. Jack finally decided to call the number of the SMS from the loan shark which was sent to him. It never occurred to him that perhaps Xiao Long had been arrested, and that could also happen to him. The ease of the work and the money that he was making blinded him. He became greedy. There was no answer, but a few hours later, the owner of the SMS number called back.
Hello, I'm a friend of Xiao Long. He said I can find a job. I'll call you back. Okay. Hello?
You Xiao Long friend, right?
Yeah.
Your name is Steven now. My name is Aboy. No other names.
Okay.
Wait for my SMS.
Jack was now treading on dangerous grounds. He had no knowledge of the man at the other end of the line. For all he knew, he could be someone with no compunction to kill anyone who crossed him or made a mistake.
Hello, Aboy. It's done. Where can I get my money?
Take photo and email to this address.
Huh? You want me to go back and take photo?
You want your pay? We need proof.
Our boy needed evidence that work was done, and so Jack had to do as told. Jack did not like the idea of returning to the scene of the crime. He had to document his own crimes for his paymaster to see. It only added to the risks. He felt manipulated, but the quick returns tempted him to do so.
Hello, Aboy. You see the photos yet?
Yes.
Where do we meet for my money?
Send me your bank account number. I'll transfer the money to you.
Okay.
The next day, Jack went to update his account. He was relieved to find that $300 had been transferred to his account. As his bank account got fatter, Jack soon began to cultivate a cavalier, devil-may-care attitude. He had lost control of his own life. Jack continued his harassment activities. Soon his name became well known among other loan sharks. Loan sharks found him a great runner to fulfill their needs. After all, if Jack got caught, Jack would pay the price, not them, the loan sharks. It was around this time that he ran into an old friend, Tommy. By this time, Jack had totally lost his moral compass. He was sinking deeper into his criminal mind. he began to suck in his friend as well, offering him the same easy money opportunity that Xiao Long had.
Okay, tell me what I gotta do. Come with me tonight, I will show you. Okay, on. Okay.
Jack made Tommy an offer to join him. As Tommy had no experience, he asked Tommy to understudy him.
This is what I do. We write this on every floor and I'll pay $80. I go to the even floor and you take the odd floor. Okay. If you see anybody, just run.
Tommy was new to this. Although he was not too comfortable with it, he continued to help Jack by scribbling on the walls. It went on for several days until Jack started burning doors. This made Tommy very nervous and he decided to give up. He was afraid that someone might get hurt or even die because of the rash act. The feeling, however, was mutual. Jack realized that he didn't have a stomach for it and did not call on him further. Jack then continued alone with his harassment activities for faceless loan sharks hidden behind the text messages.
Sir! Amoy! Come quick, loan shark boy is outside. Let's go after him. Hey, you! Stop there! What? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What is this? Nothing. Tell me what is this? Nothing. You're trying to...
Eventually, Jack was apprehended by a public-spirited member of the public.
Let go! Police!
Jack had come to a stage where he believed he was unbeatable because he knew how to evade police's detection. However, he did not realize that the community had been geared up. The law had caught up with them.
Hey Jack, there's one case.
Jack confessed to his harassment activities. He also gave up the names of his friend, Tommy. All in, Jack was charged with 60 charges of harassment. Both Jack and Tommy were sentenced to undergo training at a reformative training center.
I feel that there's no such thing as easy money. Everything comes with a price. So if you work hard, you'll get to enjoy later. Yeah. Rather than you get easy cash, then you end up suffering inside here. Maybe because of the prison experience and the life inside here, and it's sort of like I'm wasting my life away inside here because all my ambitions and my goals are put on hold while others are outside getting their education. I'm inside here doing nothing.
I'll tell them to think twice. If twice isn't enough, think thrice. Because no point. At the end of the day, you come inside, you lose your freedom, stuff like that. It's not worth it.
There are a number of telltale signs that a young person is at risk. When he starts to disregard his parents, is secretive about his lifestyle, stays out late, picks up bad habits like smoking or drinking alcohol, loses motivation to attend school, there is a real danger that he is on the way into getting into trouble with the law. It is not too late to act when you notice that the young person is at risk. Take time to listen and engage with him. Set clear boundaries on behavior. Some simple examples would be to limit the time he spends playing computer games on weeknights, encourage him to set goals, and show him how to achieve them. Parents, teachers, and all of us have a part to play to positively guide and influence our young people.
After the break, highlights of activities and measures of the police's youth engagement programs.
Police have put in place several measures to help parents and youths. Some of these include the police hotline for anyone to call to provide information on gang activities. Youths can also call this hotline to seek help to leave gangs. Youth Hanging Out Late, or YHOL, is another initiative where police notify parents when they find their children roaming the streets late at night. Restriction on public entertainment outlets, like disallowing youths into computer gaming centers or amusement centers beyond 12 midnight on school days, is another measure. Police have also been working with schools on activities to engage students to keep them meaningfully occupied. One such example is the Delta League, which was held during the school holidays.
If there is one thing that'll keep the youths off the streets, it is football. That is the idea behind the inaugural Delta League 2011, which kicked off in June this year. This football initiative was started by the Clementi Police Division. In the June launch, the Clementi Police organized 16 teams of 240 youths from schools and private organizations to participate in the Soccer League competition. The event is aimed at garnering youths 13 to 17 years old to come together to participate in sports. Sports is a good interest which can help young people keep healthy both physically and mentally.
I've benefited from this Delta League program to spend my holiday wisely. So in playing soccer, because I wouldn't have done all those like stupid stuff like going out with friends, creating troubles, or maybe some of the friends influenced me to smoke.
To excite the young people more, in addition to football, other activities are also being held in conjunction with the league. These include a coaching clinic. The clinic is handled by Home Team United coaches and invited guest speakers from various social welfare organizations like Mendaki and Positive Intention.
Having talks from motivational speakers like ex-prisoners inform us that crime doesn't pay. This will help us in our own life and so that we can make our own correct decisions.
We are fortunate that in Singapore, the institution of the family is very strong. In fact, it is parents that are the key pillars of society who transmit good values to our children. And as parents, we also must keep on tap their activities, who their friends are, and to grow up with them, adjust the parenting style as they grow up. This is important because even when children go astray, it is parents who can bring them back by working together with society. The government will put in measures to ensure that when youth goes astray, they're given enough chances to reintegrate back to society. We will counsel them, we will put enough programs to divert them away from the justice system so that we are given another chance. But we must also ensure that our streets remain safe, our homes secure, and this sense that our public health of our environment must be something we must maintain. And therefore, if youth do cross the line, we will go hard on them and we will have no tolerance towards any act that will violate this.
We've come to the end of Crimewatch. Do drop us an email if you have any feedback or query. I'm DSP Julius Lim, signing off.